Live. Oh dear. It is live. Good. The plan is all coming together. Bear with me a second. Just finding all the parts and pieces. You may enjoy this armored puppy while you wait. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, there it is. Okie doke. Hello. How do you do? Sorry, I'm just a little disorganized today for some reason. You can go. You're dismissed. Isn't he an adorable little poochie, though? Okie doke. Let's see here. Can I tap into this? Yes, indeed. But I must crank down the volume so I don't have to listen to my own voice. All right, there we go. Oh, congrats, Aaron. You've won the first place trophy, of which there's really none, but prestige. You're a fine pirate, mate, and I shall toast to you first. All right. So we're all here to open a box today. This arrived, unbeknownst to me that it had been ordered at all. So that's insanely cool. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's inside. It is based on the award-winning board game Betrayal at House on the Hill, which is this right here. Thing is, I've not actually played it. We've owned it for years, but there's something about a player count that starts at 3 that just sort of defeats us right out of the gate. Because it's tough enough getting 2 people together, let alone 3, let alone 12. So, you know, in fact, solo games are the best way to get me to play anything. Yes, indeed it does, but I'll be doing that later. I think right now is not the time for rum for me. Just kidding. I just don't have any, is what it is. You know, as they say, it's gone. I think I did that. It's what pirates do, mate. It's to be expected. Another thing we do is we play games, and the evolution of that is the cool new ones. And honestly, I love me some Halloween just fine. If you see our other stuff, then you will find an entire folder called the Creepy Spooky Halloween Playlist, and it's got lots of monsters and things like that. Oh my. Look what my stagehand has brought me. Nothing to clink. All right, well, I shall clink without.
I forgot the clink.
All right, well then, to all of you, may you raise the same if you got them. If not, it's probably best anyway. Cheers! Let's do this. Wow, we should have saved some of that to clean the sink. Turns out it is rum 30. Who knew? All right. So, this is really cool. You know, I think people were kind of making their own versions of this over the years. It seems to me that this game is one of those where people went in there and they made all kinds of fan-made mods and stuff like that. So we already had the Scooby Gang, Mystery Incorporated, out there as playable characters in this, however it works. So this was just kind of a logical next step. And I think you should look at your audience and say, what do they like? And how can we get it to them so that we can obtain their money? Because we're all in the booty pillaging business, really. So they're just selling us more of what we want already because we've already made it. At least so I hear. Zoinks! What's going on in Mystery Mansion? It says. Scooby-Doo and the gang will find out what's going on. Gosh, I really wanted to play this. I've wanted so many times, especially when October comes around. It's just never really happened. But now we've got a worthy version. If it's going to be a haunted house, then darn it, I want to be in there making traps with Fred. And making things with Velma and Daphne as well. And rolling nice fat sandwiches with Shaggy and Scooby. All right. I'm terrible at that kind of talk. I'll keep it to a minimum, I promise. All right, well, this thing has a dinged corner already. Not that that speaks to the game at all. Here, catch! Woo! It's not too bad. It arrived via mail. Some people were running off and getting these from, like, Target and places, but, no, we got ours delivered. It's good not to go outside. So this is Avalon Hill, much like it, I mean, exactly like it was before. So it's not like it got acquired by anybody new. Hasbro, Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast was here before, yeah, Hasbro. You know, these marks are all the same, so it did not change hands. I don't know, sometimes that happens. They'll buy up an old game, they'll stick a new theme on it, and then boom, it becomes a new thing. Pre-order, right, that it was. Because you don't want to risk it running out. Not that I think this will be a limited run, but, you know, Flux, for instance, and, well, just Looney Lads in general, since they were on my mind already, they did some business with Batman and Back to the Future and things like that, and then the license ran out. So whatever copies are out there is all there is. So if there's something you really want, it's probably a good idea to not wait and hope that it's going to stick around for a decade, because sometimes it just does not. Let's see, age 8 and up. It's 3 to 5 players, 25 to 50 minutes. And from what I hear, that's hogwash, because I'm under the impression that these games can take a while. But some people take really long turns, so that could have something to do with it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open this up and see what treasures it hides. Whoops. Okay, right off the bat, we've got stuff to punch. So we're going to start with that. And it is amusing. Okay, first of all, everybody's got their own little pentagon kind of character card. I got to catch the light. Well, this is good. That's better. So we've got that and that. And it's got speed, might, courage, and brains as a meter. They do seem to have inherent starting places. So, I mean, if that's what that is. One of the numbers is green, whereas all the other ones are white. So speed 4, might 4, courage 3, brains 3. Well, that's generous, but, you know. Compared to, say, Fred. Oh, wait, is everybody's the same? That would explain. All right, so might 4, courage 3. No, his courage is different. Courage 4. Fred is slower than he would be. We see how those guys run, especially when they got some Scooby snack in them. All right, I'm just going to punch these 5 right off the bat. I had seen an upgrade pack where you could actually clip things onto the side and sort of slide them up and down. I wonder if these have those. If this has that inside. I did start this with a shot of rum. That was a really good idea. Thanks, Miss Butterscotch. You're such a good influence. So here they are, the whole Scooby gang. And isn't it delightful? All right, so might 4, might 4, might 3, might 3, might 3. Well, they have different stats. I think that's enough. We've also got some tokens here. We've got dog bones. And I would imagine that Shaggy's going to like those just as much as Scooby does, because he's got some eccentric foodie tastes. We've got pizza slices, which on the back, okay, so you've got your pizza slice, and then on the other side, you've got what appears to be, say, stage lighting. You know, we kind of keep those stocked up here ourselves, so there's that. Oh, I screwed up my blue light. No, I need it. It's part of my arm. There it goes. Okay, so for some reason it's pizza on one side and stage lighting on the other. And then we've got the same things on both sides. So we just have a supply of these double-sided bones and pizza with the can lights. All right, well, for whatever reason, there those are. And now we've got a ton of other little tokens and things like that. Okay, you know what I like is when they start off with the book. So I'm going to spelunk in and see if I can find it. Pizza! Yes. Kind of making me hungry a little bit. This rule book is shrink wrapped. What kind of monster does that? Let's see here. You are going to let me in. I own you. Wait for it. As I like to point out, this is live, so I can't do any editing. When I film these kinds of things and edit them into proper episodes, then I can kill the dull spots. But now you're stuck with them. Okay, so, well, first of all, this rule book is what I came here for. This is Monster's Tome. It's got a nice Halloween color scheme to it. Secrets of Survival. Curious about those, but I kind of want to come back to them later. Right now I want the rule book, and I'm hoping that it has a parts and pieces list. Game components, here we go. But no pictures. You're gonna make me figure this out and think and stuff? You're gonna make me think? Ha! Fie. Alright, well, let's see if we can figure it out. This thing looks like a timer track, and it is painted like the Mystery Machine. So, round timer, perhaps? Maybe you have only a certain number of turns to play the game? I'm new here, so what do I know? Okay, escape tokens, those seem pretty straightforward. It's literally a rectangle with the word escape in it. And there's about, there's 5 of them, actually. And mystery, cardboard standees, plastic bases. I don't immediately see them. Okay. Now, isn't this giving off a kind of a Skittles vibe to you? They're like candy-colored circles with a big white S in the middle. All right, so these are clearly bad guys. In fact, I don't have to punch them to show them to you. I just have to hope for better lighting. Let's see if I can give that a twist. There we go. That's nice. All right, so you got ghouls, you got dogs, you got pumpkin people, and what is that thing? It's a turkey. That's an actual turkey there in the middle, the green thing. Look at that. It's like a turkey spreading his wings. I mean, right? All right. Anyway, the red one. Red ones, same thing. Looks like aliens and robots and ghosts and witches and warlocks and things like that. So, bad guys. There would need to be. We're in the villain busting business. All right, so those guys are getting punched. All right. Not very visually satisfying. Sorry about that. Now we've got what appears to be male and female silhouettes. And they also have S's on the back. And gosh, I would love to know what that means. But I don't know which of these things this is our components list. This is all text. No pictures to line things up. So I'll be taking my best guesses. It's not a standee, it's not a card, it's not a base. Tile, books, dice, cards, events. Oh, okay, so there's a token list. But they itemize literally everything. 1 alien, 7 angry mobs / sheep. I kind of want to know what that looks like. Angry mob / sheep. Oh, look! It is exactly what it sounds like. It is, come on, give me some light. There it is. It is pitchforks on one side and sheep on the other. It is, yeah, angry mob, sheep. Why would that be a thing? It's just like a wood for sheep kind of joke, kind of a Catan thing. Okay, well, anyway, that was a little off topic. What else we got? It's obviously a man and a woman. One woman. Oh, they're alphabetized. That's annoying. So 1 man, 1 woman. Okay. For whatever reason, I'm sure it's a storytelling thing. There's your dude, and there's your wench. All right. Mystery solved. See, we're good Scooby-Dooing already. this looks like a puddle of water on one side and a trapdoor on the other. So something that you encounter that might be on the floor. Look down there at that, fill in the blank, draw a token. Puddle of water. Or a hole descending into the 7th level of hell. Sounds fun. Looking forward to it. Okie dokie. So this one, and I'm just, going to be taking some guesses here, but that is a magnifying glass with footprints. So there be a mystery here. It's a clue. And then on the other side, don't have my glasses. Looks like a spider on a shuriken or something. I don't know. Can we get a, where's the, it's too small to see. It's too small to see. All right, well, let's see if I can find it. I mean, there's got to be a clue on one side. Double-sided junk, magic dust, evidence. Evidence! Okay, so evidence on one side and bug spray on the other. That's why it's a spider. All right, found that one at least. And then we've got searched tokens. They literally just say searched, and it's the same on both sides. So I guess if you've been to a place and you've gone through all the clues, then you can mark it so you know not to dig there again. Okay, we're good. And there's about 5 of those. Now we've got, let's see here. Oh, thank you. Oh, look, this is gonna, does this make me look nerdy?
Sexy.
Wow, I can see now though. It's like magic. All right, so this is gears with something else in front of it. Let's see. So there is something called junk and magic dust. Could that be it? All right, well, you be the judge. On this side, you've got gears and, well, shapes. And then on the other side, I actually don't know what to make of that. So I'm going to leave it at that. I don't have to understand everything. I'm just here to sort pieces. They will explain them to me in time. I'm sorry for the face wiping. It is actually incredibly hot out here. I live in the desert, and it happens to be late July. All right, what haven't we looked at yet? Looks like there's one left on here. Okay, this is the same on both sides. This is just, this is treasure. This is obviously treasure. It's just, what do they call it? There's about 5 of them, so let's check what there's 5 of. Pull, trap, searched. Treasure. It's just called treasure. So here we go, and this is the treasure. It's like a cup and pearls and things like that. All right, so that's everything that's on here. There's just multiple instances of each one. So that's done. Now, the next few are what appear to be, say, room tiles. Some say inside, some say outside, and then each of them seems to be kind of a top-down, clue-style view into a room, which I do seem to recall was a thing that I saw in the other game. So, I'm just assuming that that is all the same. Let's see. What would they call it? Still considered a token, I wonder? Cards, clips, timer track. You know what? I don't need to know what they call them. So we've got servants' quarters. Seriously, I want better lighting here. There we go. Servants' quarters. Statuary corridor. Ooh, let go. Ha ha, let go. I win, you lose. Laboratory. I do believe that's how creepy people say it. Bathroom. As in, quickly, where is your? Mausoleum. As in, quickly, where is your? Barn, which explains all those sheep. Tennis court is in session. This is kind of good cardio. You know, lurching forward, leaning back. Attic, complete with blankets that look like ghosts already. Scooby snacks. Why, I'd love some, Eric. Thank you for asking. I'm sure they go wonderfully with rum. All right, and dining room with a fully set table. No doubt Shaggy will be very much at home there. Eeh, bounced right off my light. All right, we got a couple more in here. Might as well finish them off. See if they'd let go, I could move faster. Creepy basement. Hall of mirrors. Quick drink to welcome the new person. Cheers to you, Eric. And I'm thirsty because it's hot out here. But mostly in your honor, mates. Stage. All the world is a. Lego. Gallery. Secret room. Do you have assistants like this? I bet not. Library. Okay, these have a slightly different shape to them. Mystery machine, and it's got a little hump on the side. Und. This one just says entrance. So, make of that what you will. And if you've actually played this game, then you probably already know what these mean, but I'm new here. I'm just itemizing pieces. Okay, I'm doing the rest of them. Turns out there's more. Old cabin. Campsite. This can't be fun, me just reading off the names of these. How about I do it this way? Trailer, greenhouse, woods, well, general store, deserted sawmill, cave, pirate hideout, Jolly Bottom pub, pirates parlay, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I might have made that part up. All right, let's see. There's two over here as well. They say outside and inside. Riverboat and office. So I'm just going to punch those out over here, drop them in the pile so that we can move on. Objections? I thought not. Let's see. Mansions of Madness. That I cannot speak to. However, it does say right on the box that it is based on Betrayal at House on the Hill. So this is really what it is. It's a reskin of this. They just took Scooby-Doo and threw them in the mix. Because apparently people were already doing that. So they just took the idea and ran with it. They paid for the license and now we have an official copy. And that ain't that bad. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Larry played it last night. Was it great? Good stuff? And if so, how does it relate to Betrayal? Better, worse, different, just adjacent? I'd be curious to know. No brothels or bars. You know, I don't think it's that kind of a haunted mansion. You know, they do have some pirate episodes and some pirate movies, but I think for the most part, they don't focus on that aspect of the culture. I know, right? What are kids shows at these days? You became the monster and my 6-year-old was freaking out. You played the part, didn't you? You went all like... That would freak out a 6-year-old. I would totally do that. Okay. That disturbing image aside, let's see. Here we've got... I lost my book. My book. This is all encounterable things. And again, they're all marked with S's. It's more Skittles. And we've got monsters. We've got sharks and swords and just familiar villains in general. Marionette puppet things. Yeah, okay. Those are what they are. First time to play Betrayal, so I can't compare them. Okay, well, that's fair enough. It'll be my probably first as well, because I'm probably going to skip over the original and go straight to this one, which is kind of unlike me, but I think one of the reasons I got so interested in this game is because of the Scooby-Doo augments. So the fact that it exists already means I might just kind of skip ahead and start there. But I will do a little reading first to make sure that that's not a cheat on me. Right, Betrayal, yeah. First time to play, but you. Ah, got it. So you didn't play the Scooby-Doo one first. I understand now. Food coma. Okay, well, I don't have one of those. My food is waiting inside after this task is done. Okay, so we have 4 green keys. Let's see, it just says key, so. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the key. Opens many doors, no doubt. And then this one says, ooh, it's got a lot of words, helpful words on it. It says, adjacent to all secret passages. Boy, I think that is the most words I've seen on a token ever. Let's see what it could. No, it's not a giant turkey. It is not a giant turkey. Jeez. It's not a pumpkin. It's a secret passage, okay? They call it a secret passage. It's kind of what it calls itself. And then we've got fog. Do not pronounce that incorrectly. And I'm guessing, yep, sure enough, it's just called fog. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Really? Am I going to have to do this again? Bear with me a second, folks. Wow, that really helps, though. -1 die on all rolls. Shouldn't that be -1 on all die rolls? Anyway. Tomato, tomato. Okay, now we've got the standees. And you know these guys and girls and dogses. Yeah. Did you guys see the new movie, by the way? I was thoroughly entertained. It has a lot of people that I enjoyed in it. Scoob, I mean. However, it just didn't really feel like a Scooby-Doo story. There wasn't a whole lot of, mystery and creepiness and even like group activity because they pulled up in different directions. So it was like the opposite of a Scooby-Doo movie. But it was a lot of fun. It was, low calorie, but it was fun. All right, so I'll go ahead and pop those guys. Yeah, I'm gonna need those. So I have a feeling I'm about to run into some accessories that go with them. Bear with me. Again. That's better. Yeah, it's a fun movie. Oh, at least we thought so. I know a lot of people are kind of not loving it, but it's possible that my expectations were low enough to where they were met. Because it was just, I don't know, it was just goofiness, cartoon stuff, some cameos, and some cool voice performances. So, I was happy. Here be the dice. And they're special dice. I wouldn't call them D6s per se. This one has a 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a blank, a blankety blank. Yeah, so these just want to give you accesses on 0s, 1s, and 2s. There you go. And now, no, let's save those. Now we've got a bunch of stands and plastic things. Aha! I was wondering about these. I think I said it out loud. So little clippy things. If I am correct, then these go with these. Let's see if I can figure this out. We'll go with Velma. Yeah, I swear I saw an upgrade kit where you could get these little things. People were using paper clips and things like that to kind of track this up and down. So now you can track your levels in that way, and that's cool. All right, so it's standard equipment now. They do listen to their fans. Good for them. All right, and these are all just basic stands. And what they do is they support the standees. So they might stand and deliver. There we go. That was a little too Yoda. Sorry about that. I'll try not to do any more voices for the duration of this live stream. Let's see. Matthew Lillard. Yes, I love that man. He is so amazing, and he is my Shaggy, and I hate every time that he is not Shaggy. Let's see. Love voice here. You're too kind. All right. I do see this. I have to cut my way in anyway. I don't want to destroy these cards. Ooh, let's see if I can prop this up. There we go. There we go. My evil plan worked. Foo. All right. All right, cards. And this is kind of the last thing in this box. As far as I know. Yeah, there's nothing underneath. This is the end of the line, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, foo. So, Tafu. Don't say Wong Fu. I know what you're going to think. Oh my goodness, it's warm. Oh, it's like July in a garage in Nevada desert. Nevada. Jeez, I can't even say it right. Okay, so we go by the backs. So we've got like these backs, which are not backs, they're kind of fronts. We've got items. Setting those aside, we've got events, and lots of them. And we've got good old-fashioned clue cards. All right. So let's take a quick look at Clue. Blueprints, book, mask, stage makeup, idol, painting, signet ring, bottles, suitcase, treasure chest. So all the things that tip off the kids after panicking at ghosts that the ghosts might actually be somebody in makeup or using animatronic devices or special effects or whatever. Yeah. So those things. And events. Let's see. Strange looking trap. Spooky cabinet. Trapdoor. It all looks the same. Here's a good one. Dig this title. Ah, woo! That's got to have something to do with our Great Dane. That's what Scooby is, right? He's a Great Dane. Bats. Mysterious footprints. Make a wish. Suspicious bookcase. Boo. You know what I really want is an expansion to add to this that includes Batman. Maybe the Harlem Globetrotters. But Batman got crossed over with in Scooby-Doo 3 to 4 times, depending on whether you want to count the first one as 1 or 2. Because they did 2 crossovers, and I believe it was the 70s. And then they did a crossover with Brave and the Bold Batman, and that was a pretty good one. And then they did a crossover on Scooby-Doo and Guess Who with Kevin Conroy Batman and Mark Hamill's Joker. And if you haven't seen it, you should absolutely check that out. Because Scooby-Doo meets Batman is just a classic pairing up. But I digress. All right, items. Let's just see what we got here. Wheelbarrow, motor oil, banana, rope, tennis racket, box of Scooby snacks, naturally. And that'll give you some stamina, energy, whatever they use for that. Speed, might, courage. Maybe not brains. I don't think Scooby snacks give you brains. If anything, I think it borrows from that to give to everything else. But that's got to be helpful on your stats. Mysterious letter. Super shaggy sandwich. Like, right on, Scoob. There I go with the voices again. Net, dry ice, loudspeaker, electric magnet, and face or vase, depending on how you speak. All right, here's that. All right, finally we have these things. These appear to be, well, let me look first, but I've got my assumption. They're not clue cards. They're not event. They're not item. Mystery cards? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, they would be. Okay. So it's The case of the monstrous miscreant. Oh, you can't even see that. Sorry about that. And the case of the magical mayhem. Doesn't that kind of sound like there'd be Muppets involved? I really like Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. The case of the sinister spirit. The case from out of this world. And the case of the man-made menace. I would not expect that to be Dennis. Okay, so these are probably cards that you would lay out to go through said scenarios, because I'm wanting to call scenario on this, which would make sense. Actually, yeah, I'm just looking back. Yes, but still with the foo. Okay. All right. Well, that appears to be the bottom of the box. To recap, I have not played Betrayal at House on the Hill, and I know that this is a reskin of this, but one of the reasons I was excited about this, not just because I collect and interact with Halloween-appropriate games, but because I saw that fans were bringing the Scooby content pretty hard. I was excited to get this so that I could get the print and play stuff from Board Game Geek and try it out. But then I ended up not playing the game because getting 3 willing players in one place at one time around here, especially with a pandemic going on, is insanely difficult. Oh, look at that. She's giving me cues. Let's see. Oh, I am missing some stuff. Haunts are said to be based on real episodes. Well, I mean, there's plenty of classic episodes that they could base this kind of stuff on. And there really weren't that many from the original show. I think we went through them recently. There was only like, I feel like it was 2 seasons, and there weren't a lot of episodes in each, but I need to go back and check that. But I feel like it all happened really quick. They're not great, but they're classic. Those 2 things can happen at the same time. Elvira. There's gonna be an Elvira. There's gonna be a Halloween thing happening this year that has Elvira in it, and there was all kinds of weird details that I can't remember right now. But it seemed like every detail about it was weirder than the last. But I'm looking forward to it because Elvira just should be in Scooby-Doo. She should have been there all along. Scooby-Doo, or Scooby Snacks lets you re-roll a die. Well, that's one of our favorite abilities. Okay, yeah. Well, all right. So that's all there is to say. That's the contents of the box. Some of you have played it already and are kind of, able to speak to this better than I am, but we're going to discover this. And if nothing else, when October hits, it's definitely going to be a point of interest, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about it again because things get very spooky around here for October. And if you don't believe me, go and check out the spooky, creepy Halloween stuff playlist. There's monsters and good stuff like that. So this is going to fit right in, and I couldn't be more excited. So with that having been said, we're going to thank you all for stopping in for this Pirates Parlay and drink a toast to your good health because it's rough out there. It's hot, it's miserable, and we're all just trying to be happy. And oh my goodness, our game's a great way to achieve that. So cheers to hanging in there, mateys. And I'm going to head on my way, and I will see you all on the next time. And once I find the right button.